apologize for the delay, folks. Call the meeting to order at 7:34 p.m., January 18th.
Councilwoman Selby,
Present.
Councilman Carattini,
Present.
Supervisor Keating,
Present.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Present.
Councilwoman Martin.
Present.
Councilwoman Lukacek, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, tonight we do not have any other preliminary matters, so we have a relatively short agenda tonight. So moving on to item number 2, regular business. Item number 1 is the correction and adoption of the minutes from the January 4th, 2023 town board meeting. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I had an opportunity to review the longest meeting minutes I believe we will have for the year. Thank you very much for your patience in that. And I make a motion that we approve January 4th, 2023's organizational board meeting minutes.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Carattini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, item number 2 tonight under regular business is the consideration of all fund bills. Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take that item?
Yes, Supervisor, I had more than a few minutes to look over the extensive bills we will be paying this evening, totaling $429,749.27. I make a motion to approve paying these fund bills. I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Carattini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, moving right along. Item number 3 tonight is our correspondence. All of these items, 7 of them in total, have been received and filed with the town clerk's office. Item number 1 is the dog control officer report for December 2022. Item number 2 is the dog seizure and disposition record for 2022. Item 3 is the town clerk report dated December 2022. Item number 4 is the town clerk 2022 annual report. Item 5 is a letter from the Office of the New York State Comptroller regarding the annual report and revenues and expenditures of foreign fire insurance premiums. Item 6 is a letter from the Erie County Department of Environment and Planning regarding the Community Development Block Grant Report dated October 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2022. And item 7 is the New York State Agriculture and Markets Report, Town of Boston, DCO or Dog Control Officer Report dated December 28th, 2022. Again, all those items have been received and filed with the town clerk's office. Moving right into new business, item number 4 is, item number 1 is request from the floor. If anyone has any business they would like to discuss with the town, please come up to the microphone, state your name and address, and you have 3 minutes each.
Jay Jackson, 7964 Back Creek Road. I still make that slip. I wanted to thank Superintendent Telak for maintaining wonderful access to the loan closet, the Lions Club loan closet. I know everybody thanked you last meeting for keeping it clear. I wanted to repeat that. The leveling out the pond that used to be in front of it and keeping the access clear. You know, we're giving people all kinds of equipment, the medical equipment, and it's nice. You know, when you hear people talking about getting knee replacements and mom needs a wheelchair, you're helping us keep that moving along. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, with no further comments, I will close the floor. Item number 2 under new business tonight is Resolution 2023-12, which is reimbursement of emergency squad fuel expense. And Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take that item?
Yes, Supervisor, I make a motion to approve Resolution 2023-12, which simply states that the town historically has provided fuel required for the squad, but since the town fuel pumps became unusable at the end of November 2021, we need to authorize payment that they made at other gas stations totaling $1,009.51. I make a motion to approve this payment to the Boston Emergency Squad.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardockini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 3 tonight is Resolution 2023-13, extension of the Cintas supply contract. And Councilman Cardockini, would you like to take that item tonight?
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I'd like to propose we adopt Resolution 2023-13, which is an extension of the Cintas supply contract, which supplies the town of Boston with maintenance and cleaning of floor mats, uniforms, as well as the procurement of cleaning supplies and paper products. This contract will extend through 2023, and again, I make a motion that we approve it.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Cardockini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes, I just want to add, so the extension is actually a 3-year extension of this, basically the same terms that was dated. That's okay, no worries. From January 2020 through January 2023, same terms and pricing.
Got it.
Yep, yes.
Thank you. Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, that is it for our new business tonight. We have no old business. Like I said, simple, short meeting tonight. Reports and presentations. Highway Superintendent, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you. As far as Park Superintendent, all the Christmas decorations have been taken down and put away. As far as the Highway Department goes, everything's going along pretty well. Few minor breakdowns, but nothing serious, and everything is good. Have a good day.
All right, thank you. Councilwoman Selby, you have the floor.
Thank you. I just want to say that I recently signed up for the free classes for EMS, and I strongly encourage everybody to take advantage of this. I know it's probably something you're going to talk about. It's CPR, AED classes, and child infant CPR, which is extremely important for everyone. They're free, and they're coming up the end of January through early February. And I thank EMS for doing this. And when I called to sign up, they just said, we're giving back and go Bills. So I think it has all to do with the Bills and number 3. So pretty excited about that. Also, I'd like to publicly thank Connie Miner, our grant writer, who recently accepted a new position for to better herself. And I mean, she's been a grant writer for the town since 1996.
Yes.
And I personally worked with her for over 20 years. Fabulous grant writer, we're gonna miss her dearly. All the years of community development block grants, DASNY grants, she really helped the town tremendously, and I just wanna publicly thank her for that. I'm gonna miss her personally, so that's all I have for tonight.
All right, thank you very much. Councilman Cardockini, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I'd like to echo Kathy's sentiment. Connie's been a pleasure to work with. She's brought a lot of great things to the town. We certainly wish her well, and I've enjoyed working with her, and we'll miss working with her. So, Connie, congratulations and best of luck. And we appreciate you're going to help us transition a little bit and wrap up some of the loose ends. We appreciate that as well. So, that's all I have tonight.
All right, thank you. Councilwoman Lukacek, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. As the liaison for the grant writer portion for the town, again, my sentiments is exactly, I never actually got to meet her, but her expertise and what she recommends to do and not do and when is impeccable. So we will miss her. And I have nothing else. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Norton, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor. Again, Connie Miner, I got the opportunity to work with her once. I wish her well in her new endeavors, and she's definitely going to be a great loss for the town. Also, that I received an invitation for the Boston Emergency Squad Installation Dinner, which is this Saturday, which I unfortunately cannot attend. But congratulations in advance to the squad and their leadership. That's all I have.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I really don't have that much this evening, but I do want to read a statement regarding senior tax exemptions. For all property owners of residential property, please note that the town of Boston, Erie County, Hamburg Central School, Orchard Park Central School, Eden Central School, and Springville Griffith all offer exemptions for low-income seniors. Property owners must own and live in the home, be age 65 by December 31st, 2023, and have a household combined income of less than $37,399. Each taxing jurisdiction has a different income limit, but if the income is below $37,399, there is some type of exemption available. The deadline for filing the application with the assessor is March 1st, 2023. Please contact the assessor's office at the 941-6113 if you have any questions. Thank you, that's all I have.
All right, thank you very much. As well, I have a few things, and that's what we get for having a large reorganizational meeting and catching up. This coming Monday, next week, NYSEG is going to be having a municipal officers meeting. This is going to be discussing NYSEG's infrastructure. There's actually some, I don't believe there's many residents here, but if so, please let me know. I'd be happy to follow up on these any residents here that might have a billing problem. But NYSEG has addressed, and Jeff, just might be something that I don't know if you're aware of from the Assemblyman's office, that NYSEG has a billing issue where they have not been billing customers for months. NYSEG also has some infrastructure problems that they're being worked on. If you recall, one of the board meetings in December also hit social media where there were scheduled power outages so they could fix the transmission lines coming up from the southern tier, specifically from Pennsylvania, which affected residents here in the town of Boston, Sardinia, Concord, and also Colden were affected by some of those. So there's going to be a lot of information that's going to be allegedly shared at that meeting. When I do receive that information, it'll either be going to the town social media website and then also in my report at the next meeting. But hopefully, NYSEG is working with the Public Service Commission, so there is some pressure on that side of things from the Public Service Commission. And again, whatever information I receive, I'll be happy to report back on that. I did attend the Buffalo Niagara Partnership advocacy meeting this past week with other elected officials all across Erie County. There's a lot of great information there. If you're not familiar with the organization, essentially it's almost like a small business organization or they help out small businesses, they help out all across Erie County, almost like a Chamber of Commerce would. They've received some great awards, and some of the hot topics that we see in the media, social media, and in newsprint is some of the transition over to electric. There's pretty strong opinions, kind of a moderate view on things, but I saw a lot of heads, kind of unilaterally, both Republicans and Democrats, kind of shaking their heads that, look, we can do better here. It's not, I hate to get on a soapbox about this, but it's not take away your gas stoves type deal. So that information can be found on the website. I have not shared anything on the town website because it's not exactly town related, but if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to share the advocacy agenda, which again can be found on their website, or if you want to stop by my office, I can copy that or email that information out. North Boston Town Park, that project is still underway. We're nearing completion. The laminated beams that we've been long awaiting on should be here next week, which was good news because then we can get the roof put on that building down in North Boston and start buttoning up the utilities such as electrical and the plumbing over there. On the topic, I won't echo some of my fellow board members. They've got some great reports regarding first aid training and CPR. Another big one that's hitting our community a lot as far as training opportunity, and soon Erie County's going to be, Department of Health is going to be putting out additional Narcan trainings. Sadly, this is something that even the school systems are starting to see. Just a few grams can potentially be fatal to someone. And it's not a natural product. People can have a severe reaction to it and potentially die. But that'll be something that once we receive some of that training, that'll be going out on the town website as well. Echoing all of my fellow board members' sentiments regarding our grant writer, Connie Miner. She's done a great job. In the past 4 years, even pushing over into the 5-year mark, she's brought in almost $1 million of grant money to the town, which is huge. She's been a great asset. We've partnered on a lot of different things. One of the biggest ones was the consolidated funding application that helps the town update our comprehensive plan. That's huge for us. So really, hats off to Connie. She and I had a lengthy conversation on Friday. She's going to be a loss. She's definitely leaving behind big shoes that it's going to be a challenge to fill. So we're out looking for grant writers to fill those shoes because we do have all of our water projects and other outstanding projects that we need to segue someone in to pick up those initiatives there. Last Friday, the town's emergency manager, Matt Whiting, and I went up to the Erie County emergency training facility up on Broadway for the DLAN training, to kind of a follow-up and a recap from both not only from the Winter Storm IPA event, I can remember the name, but the Winter Storm event that we had, then the blizzard that we had on Christmas Day. A lot of lessons learned there, but a lot of that was, again, making sure that not only myself and the emergency manager know how to operate DLAN, but all other elected officials. So if there are assets that municipalities have that we can share in those times of need. For example, Boston, as we report on the last meeting, we didn't have a lot of snow here, but if we could send either emergency services assets or other equipment to another area, that would be something that could potentially be requested and those assets brought in either from another municipality, the state, or otherwise. So a great class, and the emergency manager learned quite a bit there himself. And as Councilwoman Martin had stated, I look forward to attending the emergency squad installation dinner this coming Saturday, and that is all I have for tonight. So I'll make a motion to end the meeting at 7:50 p.m.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Tarantini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukascik,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried, meeting adjourned.